Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Spryfield Attack live stream, and the playoffs are here. Game number one with the Spryfield Attack taking on the Eastern Shore Thunder. Eastern Shore Thunder and Spryfield have had a really good season. They're a great team. We look forward to a really good game tonight. And again, this is game number one in a best of five series in the Series 3 playoffs for the Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League. All the playoffs are starting tonight or tomorrow night. There's four series going on, and the winners of those series will continue on to the semifinals. These quarterfinals are a best out of five, as I said. We have a game tonight here in Spryfield, and a game tomorrow night will be away on the Eastern Shore. So I hope you enjoy the game tonight. Dan's going to be by in just a few minutes to start the game. The teams are in their warm-ups right now, so we look forward to a good game tonight. Hope you enjoy it. watching the game?
No, I thought you said you was watching it come in at the last minute. Is that right?
Last minute. I tried to find it, but I realized.
What, you have?
Yeah, that's what I've got to take it now. So. Hold on, I will. No, that was my.
Well, you said there was something on the bag. Something else popped up. I thought you said there was something in the middle of shifting it up and there's monkeys falling around it or something.
Got something on YouTube.
Video or something.
Let's get another table. You know, it's a little plastic stuff. And that's a $30 table and a little, yeah. One up and the other one is good anyway. Check out. Put the good one up there. Watching the games?
I watched the few. I think so.
I watched every game. That women's game yesterday was the most. The U.S. deserved to win. Quite frankly, they were so.
Oh, they hammered them first.
Well, there was one. We were ahead 1-0. We got first goal. It was short-handed, and that one goal in the first period held up till 2 minutes to the end of the game. And for the U.S., 2 minutes to the end of the game, they're down 1-0, and the U.S. put the goal. And 6 attackers out. They were facing off in our end. Boom, boom. 1-1.
Oh, no, the U.S. the women's teams.
The winning goal, sorry, the winning goal was,
Oh, it's a fluke. I saw that.
I think it was,
I fell asleep to it.
it was really sad.
Yeah. It was just a slider in.
I see the men's game today.
No.
That was actually, they were down 2-0.
I was in there. I was doing something about it.
I was so disgusted. I went out on my own computer and said, I can't watch this anymore. And so I went back in just for a second, see if it was 2-0, and all of a sudden, I was there for
30 seconds. Boom. Then I watch the rest of it. 36 seconds left in the game. I was down with my father's, and I was, like the one show for his knees. But now we get one in right a week, and so we're going to say, so meals and stuff. So it's been fun. He's mobile. He's got no arthritis in his hand. And my dad was 100. Wanted to live to 100. He lived to 100. Looking good. His 100th birthday was August 3rd, 2019. And he had a great time. When we got home to the driveway, he kind of weird. And so took him back inside. He couldn't do anything. We called paramedics. The paramedics came. They said, no, he seems to be okay now. But he had 2 or 3 more of these during the day. But but he didn't die there. He lived for another month. He couldn't swallow. Oh, nothing like not being able to swallow. No. And you don't realize how many times a day you swallow. God bless him. Saw his granddaughter. She was born at the end of May, but we never saw her. It's every now and then. We held her. Most important. 95. We'll make 100. But you know, it's supposed to be one of the car. Well, that's what's kept him young. Yeah. You always I'm not sure who it is for. I think it's Logan Moore.
Here, a better one for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for 10 to 11.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Spryfield Lions Arena. As your Spryfield Sharks are hosting Muscatauba Thunder in the first round of the playoffs. This will be a 3 out of 5 series. Going back to Muscatauba tomorrow night for Game 2. Starting lineup for Spryfield is Zach Feltham at left wing, McKinnon at center, and McCarty in the right wing. Off the draw, Muscatauba takes it. They clear it down into Spryfield's end, but Spryfield sends it back up to the neutral zone. Muscatauba able to clear it in behind the net. Power sends it up around the boards. Feltham's able to clear it out. Muscatauba lobs it into the near corner, around the center. Bordage covers up for a whistle. Goldie for Spryfield tonight is Tristan Bordage. And for Muscatauba, it's Logan Wall. Face off coming to the right of Bordage. McDermott was in. Spryfield gets a draw, but the puck gets stolen from them at the blue line. Muscadava with chances in front of the net. That gets turned aside. There's a shot, goes to the near corner. McNeil sends it up the boards. Ballard able to clear it out, but Muscadava picks it up in the neutral zone, slaps it back in. Now the puck comes through the neutral zone, back to Muscadava's end. They pick it up. They start up the near boards. McDermott breaks that up. Ballard can't handle the pass. Now Muscadava's going to send it all the way down for an icing. Face-off coming to the right of wall. The Clouds in for the draw. Muscadava takes that. They cleared it behind their net. Over to the near corner. They come out. Puck squirts out past the blue line into the neutral zone. Power picks it up. Power sends it off the boards. Joseph picks it up at the red line. Joseph puts it in deep. Puck's behind the net. Muscadava clears it around. Now they take it back behind their net. McLeod steals in the corner. He tries to feed out front, but that's broken up. Puck goes back to the corner. Well, McLeod gets hammered. Muscadava now takes the puck behind their net. They start up the near boards. They lose in the neutral zone. There's a quick shot on Bordage from outside the blue line. He's able to glove that down for a whistle. Face-off coming to the right of Bordage. Rivera is out for the circle. Muscadava gets a shot off the draw there, but Bercy's able to punch it out. Hubley picks it up. He gets a shot over to Rivera, but he can't put it in. Just wide of the net. Play gets whistled down for the net coming off the post. Face off to the right of wall. Rivera's in for the draw. Muscadava gets it. They try a breakout. They clear it down, but icing's waved off. Muscadava sends it out in front of the crease, but nobody's there. Muscadava keeps it in at the blue line now. He slips. Gets it out to the neutral zone, but it's picked off and sent right back in. Bordage covers up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bordage. McKinnon gets it over to Felton. He can't show him. McCarty. They can't handle it. Muscadava takes advantage of that play and drives it in. Taking the lead 1-0. At 2:35 gone in the period. Off the draw, McCarty sends it back to the defense. McNeil goes up the far boards to Feltham. Puck goes all the way down from Feltham, and that's an icing. Face off coming to the right of Bordage. McKinnon's in the circle. He gets a draw. Guthrow lobs it up to Feltham. Feltham's through the neutral zone over the blue line. He's got McCarty with him. He gets bumped off the puck in the corner. Muscadava sends it around their boards and around their net and up the near boards. Feltham gets it now in the corner. He sends it out to Guthrow at the point. There was a shot. I'm not sure who got that. I thought Guthrow put that in, but looks like it was McCarty. Spryfield ties the game. with 3:07 gone. Off the draw, McDermott gets it. Hardwick Brown sends it back to Power. Power over to Forwell. Back to Power. Power hits McDermott. He dumps it in deep. Ballard's around trying to get it, but Muscadava gets there first. They clear the puck up the boards, but it's kept in by Forwell. He gets a shot on the wall, but that's covered up for a whistle. Face off. Comes out off the boards. Spryfield clears it into the corner. Muscadava chips it up, trying to clear it out, but that's going to go all the way down for an icy. Face off to the left of Wall. McDermott gets that again, gets it back to Forwell. He gets a shot in the net. All couple of chances there. Puck just squirted through the crease and out the side corner. Forwell breaks up to Muscadava's breakout. Muscadava gets control again. They're over the blue line. They try to get it through the slot, but there's nobody there. Puck goes wide and into the corner. Muscadava keeps it in the board, sends it around. At the blue line, sends it around the boards. Muscadava still in control. They get it out to the slot. There's a shot from the high slot by Bordage. At 4:14 in the period. Muscadava goes ahead 2-1. Off the draw. Muscadava takes it. They get it back to their defense. Take it around the net. Start up the near boards. They go rink wide. Dump it in from the red line. He slipped. That's in the corner. He tries to go around the boards, but that's knocked down by Muscadava. They get it out front. Barr tries to lob it out to the neutral zone, and puck goes up into the rafters for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bordage. McLeod's in for the draw. Barr is able to chip it out. They get loose control in the neutral zone. Muscadava trying to squirm it around. Now they pick it up. They're over the blue line. They try a shot that goes off a skate. Get it back to the point. There's a shot from the point turned aside by Bordage. Puck comes out. Muscadava takes control in the neutral zone. They try and regroup. There's a shot from outside the blue line. Bordage turns that aside. McNeil sends it up the boards. McLeod gets control. He's over the blue line. McLeod through the defense. McLeod with a screen shot. Beats Wall to tie the game. At 5:17 in the period. Off the draw. Rivera gets it, but goes off skates over towards the boards. Rivera sends it back to McNeil. McNeil goes to Guthrow. Guthrow lobs up to the neutral zone, but it's picked off by Muscadava. They dump it in, but they got to clear the zone. They're offside. McNeil sends it out to the neutral zone. Muscadava picks it up. They send it up the near boards. Muscadava getting it out front, getting a shot on Bordage turned aside. And McNeil's able to clear it out, but Bercy tries to hit Hubley. Muscadava picks that off, and they're back over the line, but broken up by McNeil. He dumps it to the neutral zone, and puck comes back to Muscadava's end. Muscadava starting out. They go up the near boards, try to get it out to the crease, but that's broken up. Puck goes to the far boards. Bercy Hits Hubley. Hubley's over the line. He's got Cutthroat with him. Percy with a shot. That's turned aside. Muscadava tries to clear it up the boards. Rivera sends it back behind the net. Muscadava now takes the puck out from behind their net. They start up center ice. You got a head of steam, but it's broken up by Forwell at the blue line. No, Muscadava gets the puck back. They send it behind the net. Haslip having a problem with the puck in the skates. He punches it up the boards. McCarty has it now. He's over the blue line. Gets the puck knocked off his stick. McCarty punches it in off a Muscadava player. Takes it to the corner. Oh, there's McKinnon robbed right in the slot from a beauty pass from McCarty. Well, Wall was able to get by and get a pad on that one. Puck's kept in. Hessup, there's a shot from Feltham. Wall turns that aside. Puck goes behind the net into the far corner. Well, Feltham with a backhander wide of the net. Wall comes out to cover that up to get a whistle. Spryfield puts the pressure on there. Number of shots. And one robbery on McKinnon. Shots in the period are 11-10 for Spryfield. Face-off's coming to the left of Wall. McDermott gets it. Hedwick Brown can't handle it. The puck comes out. Forwell hits Power. Power lobs it up in. Wall gets the glove on that for a whistle. Face off to the left of Wall. McDermott's in the circle. He gets it to Hardwick Brown. He sends it back to Forwell at the point. Forwell with a shot. That looked like it was deflected up over the net. Puck goes back behind Muscadava's net. They clear it up the far boards. Power picks it up in the neutral zone. Sends it over to Forwell. Spryfield's offside. They got to clear the zone. Muscadava now set regrouping from their end. They try to go all the way up. Icing's waved off. Hardwick Brown's in the corner trying to pick it up. Muscadava getting the puck out front, but Forwell clears it. He can't get it past the line. It's kept in by Muscadava. Power sends it behind the net up the far boards. Hardwick Brown slips by a poke check. He hits Ballard. Ballard dumps it into the corner. Puck goes around the net. Muscadava trying to feed it out, but Hardwick Brown picks it up at the boards. He can't handle it. Guthrow trying to keep it in. He can't handle that now. Barr hits McNeil. McNeil drives it up into the corner. Wall comes out to play it. Sends it back to the defense behind the net. Muscadava trying to lead pass right up the center of their ice. Picked off, and they send it right back down. Wall steers the puck behind his net. Muscadava starts out. They're coming up center ice, go to the far boards, try to bounce it off into the zone. Oh, there's a shot. Kicked aside by Bordage. Barr has it now. Barr's over the blue line, gets it knocked off his stick. He tries a shot that goes off skates, and Muscadava has control again. They're zigzagging under their end. Now they're back up center ice. They lob it into the side of the net. Muscadava trying to get it out front, but it goes off skates into the near boards. Puck gets slapped in the air into the netting for a whistle. Just about 10 minutes gone in the period now. Scores tied 2-2, and shots are tied at 11 apiece. Face-off's going to come to the left of Bordage. McLeod's in the circle. He gets a draw over to Power. Power goes rink wide to Barr. Barr fans on the shot. Muscadava sends the puck in behind the net. Now Forwell has it. He's trying to get it up the near boards, but he gets pressure put on him by Muscadava. They keep it in. Get the puck behind the net. Spryfield still can't get it out. There's a shot from the circle on Bordage. He covers that up for a whistle. Face off to the left to Bordage again. Rivera gets it. Power. Chips it up the boards. It's Rivera. Oh no, Bercy. Bercy hits Hubley. Hubley sends it to the corner, and Rivera sends it out back to Hubley. He gets a shot off. That's turned aside by Wall. Muscadava now clears it around there in net. Comes out to the neutral zone. Forwell gets it, gives it to Power. Power back to Forwell. Forwell hits Rivera. Rivera's over the blue line. He takes it to the corner, trying to hit Hubley in the slot, but he gets tied up. Can't get anything done there. Spryfield still with control of the puck. Bercy has it. He tries a steep angle shot that goes off the side of the net. Picks up the puck again, sends it back to the defense. Forwell tries a shot that gets off a skate into the corner. There, the puck's out front. Power steals that. There we go. Bercy with a rebound shot puts Spryfield ahead, 3-2. At 11:09 in the period. McKinnon comes in for the draw. He gets it back. Feltham hits McNeil. McNeil up to McKinnon. He can't handle that pass. And Muscadava knocks it into the far corner. Feltham breaks up their attempt, but Muscadava has it again. They put it back to the point. There's a shot glove down by Bordage. Face off for the right of Bordage. It's back to Muscadava, but they knock it up into the netting for a whistle. They're going to reset. Puck gets tied up in the draw. Kick through skates, and he's back. Muscadava keeps it in at the line. There's a shot off somebody. Gets by Bordage. Looks like it was deflected off a player. So at 11:39, Muscadava ties the game at 3. McDermott's in for the draw. He gets it back to Guthrow. Guthrow tries to hit McDermott at center ice. He can't handle the pass. Muscadava picks up the puck and they get it over the blue line. Guthrow chips it out. Muscadava knocks it down to blue line. They get it back in. Muscadava with a shot from the circle. Beats Bordage on the right side, putting them ahead 4-3 at 11:57. Gone in the period. Off the draw. Muscadava gets control. They have it down the side of the net. Try and take it around back, but there's a shot. The puck comes loose in the slot. Muscadava hammers it away to put them ahead 5-3. At 12:11 gone in the period. And Bordage comes out of the game. Charlie Bisso's in, number 30. Charlie Bisson, sorry. Comes in for Spryfield. Face off to the right of Bisson. McLeod gets it. Muscadava gets a quick shot. Bisson turns side to side. Now he slipped. Tries to hit Barr, but He gets knocked off the puck at the blue line. McLeod has it now. He drops it back to Guthrow. Guthrow up to Joseph. Joseph's over the line. Joseph pulls it back. Tries to hit McLeod, but he passed that too far for him. Muscadava with the puck behind their net. They slap it up the boards. Puck's going to go all the way down for an icing. Face off coming to the right of wall. McLeod's in for the draw. McLeod gets it back to Heaslip. Heaslip and Berg have a little mix up there. Heaslip now with a broken stick. Muscadaba gets a shot there that's broken up by Berg. Puck comes out. McLeod has it now. He's over the red line, over the blue line. Tries to split the defense. Still under control. He gets tripped up by Wall. He came out of the net to play the puck. Just give Wall a moment there, see if you can. And now face-off's going to come to the right of Wall. Rivera gets it back to Power. Power with a shot. That goes wide of the net. Muscadaba trying to clear it out. Oh, there's a shot from Forwell that gets steered to the corner. And Muscadaba sends it around their net. Now they're out. They're over the red line. They dump it into the right of the net. There's a shot comes out behind the net. That gets steered back to the corner. Rivera sends it around the net. He picks up a pass from Bursey. Rivera. He gets upended. Muscadaba clears the puck behind their net. They bounce it off the boards. Hubley keeps it in. Muscadaba goes D to D, and now they come up the near boards. They get to the red line, try and dump it in, but the puck's up in the netting for a whistle. McKinnon comes in for the draw. He gets it back to Guthrow. Guthrow whacks it off the referee as he's trying to clear it in, but McNeil gets it. He sends it in on Wall, but Wall pulls that in for a whistle. Face off to the left of Wall. Muscadaba gets it. They try to go deep, but McNeil picks that up in the center ice. Muscadaba's able to clear it all the way down. Guthrow picks it up, takes it behind his net. He starts out. He hits McCarty. McCarty in the near boards. He tries to hit Felton. Felton takes it around, sends it up to McNeil at the point. McNeil dumps it in deep. Battle behind the net. McCarty comes out with it. Felton tries to get it back to the point, but that's a weak shot. Muscadaba gets it. They get out over the line, trying to get it back in front. That's broken up by McNeil right in the slot. He sends the puck back to the corner. McCarty clears up the boards, trying to hit Feltham. Puck goes to the far corner. Muscadaba takes it behind their net. They start up the near boards. McDermott breaks that up, sends the puck back to their end. There's Guthrow. Breaks up a lead pass at his blue line. He sends it back. Puck's getting whacked around here. Muscadaba has it now. They go behind their net. They start out. Cut to the far boards. No, cut back. Muscadaba trying to set it up. Ballard putting pressure on. Keeping them penned in there. Now they're out. They get to the red line. Can't handle the puck. Guthrow flips it up to the neutral zone, but Muscadaba picks it up, dumps it in deep. Bisson comes out, covers that up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bisson. McDermott gets the draw over to Forwell. Puck gets knocked down. McDermott has it again. He takes it behind his net. He starts out up the near boards. McDermott trying to hit Ballard, but his pass is picked off. Muscadaba now in the slot. They try and get a shot off, but Power blocks that. McDermott picks it up. He starts up the far boards. He's over the blue line. He loses control. Hardwick Brown knocks it to the corner. He's able to keep it in, but his shot goes off skates and gets back out. McDermott has it again. He sends it in deep. Ballard keeps it in. Hardwick Brown has it. Hardwick Brown leaves it for Forwell. Forwell with a quick shot. Wall puts the glove up to stop that one. Face-off's coming to the left of Wall. McLeod gets it over the boards, but Joseph can't handle it. Muscadaba gets a lead pass out. They get it over the blue line and take it into the near corner. Now, Joseph tries to hit Barr in the slot. So they break out. Barr can't handle it. Puck slides up to the near corner. Barr comes out with it. There's Guthrow with a couple of whacks coming in. Wall turns that aside. Sorry, folks, had some technical difficulties. Spryfield's on the power play here now. Oh, Muscadaba with a steal. And a goal to put them up 6-3. No, short-handed goal to put them up 6-3. Time of the goal was 17:59. McDermott's in for the draw. Muscadaba gets it. They send it up down into Spryfield's in. Hardwick Brown stops it. He hits McDermott. McDermott takes over the line. Cuts back. He hits Power on the left side. Power fans on the shot. Joseph picks up the puck. Gets it to Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown back to Joseph. Joseph trying to hit Power. Spryfield having some problems getting set up in this power play. There's Guthrow. Clears it out front to the slot. Nobody there. Muscadabbit sends it all the way down. Bizon hits Power. Power drops it to McDermott. McDermott. He's up the far side. He's over the blue line. He cuts to the slot. Sends it back to Joseph. Joseph takes it around in the near corner. He loses it there. Guthrow comes in to support. Puck is tied up. We're in the last minute of play in the first period. Muscadabbit's able to clear it out, get it all the way down. Bizon comes out to play it. McNeil picks it up. He takes it behind the net. Back to 5-on-5. McNeil hits Guthrow on the far boards. Guthrow hits Bercy at the blue line. Bercy sends it into the corner. Hardwick Brown tries to feed it out front, but Guthrow can't handle it. The puck gets chipped out. There's Rivera. Rivera hits Bercy. Bercy to Guthrow. Guthrow chips it in deep. Wall steers it to the corner. Hubley's in trying to get control. Muscadabbit comes up with it. They try and clear it out, but it's off the referee and stays in. Now they get it out. McNeil with a shot from the point. Oh. Muscadabbit's able to clear the puck out of their zone into the neutral zone. Now Guthrow sends it up. He hasn't hit anybody. Muscadabbit picks up the puck now. The buzzer goes to end the period. End of the first period. Score is 6-3 for Muscadabbit. Shots are 19-17 for Muscadabbit. Folks, we'll see you back here at the start of the second. Well, folks, welcome back for the second period. We started off, McDermott's in the circle for the draw. He gets it back to Forwell. Forwell goes over to Power. Defense Power. Back to Forwell. Forwell tries to go up. Hit McDermott, but he just taps that into the end zone. Icing gets waved off. Muscadaba trying to get out of their zone. Power picks that off. He gets a shot from the point. Wall steers out to the corner. Now Muscadaba has the puck behind their net. They start out up the near boards. They can't handle it, losing the neutral zone. Forwell knocks it off the boards. He tries to make a rush, but he's picked off the puck. Muscadaba's over the blue line. They got 3 now. They try to clear it out front, but Power breaks that up, steers the puck back to the corner. Ballard ties the puck up along the boards. He gets it out past the blue line. McDermott putting the drive on. McDermott leaves the puck there for Ballard, who takes it to the far corner. Hardwick Brown gets it. He sends it back to Power at the point. His shots steered to the corner by Wall. Puck comes back to Power. Power hits Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown with a turnaround shot. That gets steered out. Puck comes out of the corner, and Muscadaba has it now. They're out of their end. Broken up by McNeil, but he can't get it to his own players. And Muscadaba with the puck. They get a shot on Bizon. He has a hard time figuring out where that went, but finally able to cover it up for a whistle. Face-off's coming to the left to Bizon. McLeod's in the circle. He knocks it over to McNeil, who tries to clear it out, but Muscadaba shuts it down. They get it out front. There's a shot that goes off somebody and gets whacked around. Spryfield can't get it out of their end. Muscadaba knocks it back to the corner. They try to get it back to the point. They still have it. Now they get it in alongside. There's a shot of Bizon steered to the side, and Guthrow backhands it all the way down for an icing. Face-off's going to come back to Spryfield's end. McLeod's in the circle. Gets whacked off the boards. Muscadaba comes up with it. They try a shot from the point, but it's picked off. Barr tries to hit Joseph in the neutral zone, but he can't handle it. Muscadaba knocks the puck back to Spryfield's end. McNeil gets it. He sends it over to Guthrow. Guthrow goes up the boards to Barr. Barr sends it back to Guthrow. Guthrow with a shot from the high slot. That goes off his stick and up into the glass. Puck stays out front. Oh, there it squirts out. Wall sends that to the corner. Puck comes back to McNeil at the point. He gets a shot off. Wall steers that to the corner. McLeod has it. He dumps it around the boards. Joseph trying to get it out front, but it's knocked off their stick. Muscadaba gets it. They get over the red line, dump it in deep. Puck goes around Spryfield's net. Muscadaba with a shot that's wide of the net. Muscadaba now trying to get the puck out front. They clear it out front, but puck comes back to the slot, and that shot goes high over the net into the netting for a whistle. Face-off's coming to the right of Bisson. Rivera's out. Muscadaba gets the draw. But Spryfield steals it there. There's Hubley to Bercy. Bercy with a shot. Steered into the corner by Wall. Muscadaba trying to carry it out, but Hubley keeps that in. And finally, Forwell trying to dump it in deep. Goes off a player, and puck goes over the glass out of play for a whistle. Face off comes just outside of Spryfield's line. Spryfield gets the draw. Send it back to Forwell in defense. Forwell over to Power. Power tries to hit Bercy, but the puck gets knocked off his stick. And Back to Spryfield's end. Forwell hits Bursey. Bursey tries to backhand her up to Hubley. He can't handle that pass. Muscadabbit gets control in there and down in the corner. Spryfield steals it away, and puck gets whacked around between players. Now Muscadabbit goes rink wide. Puck comes to the neutral zone in Spryfield's end. Forwell hits Bursey, who just chips it into the corner of Muscadabbit's end. Now Rivera goes around the boards. Feltham picks it up in the neutral zone. He dumps it in deep. Hubley putting on chase. There's Feltham to Hubley. Hubley back to Feltham, who puts it in. Spryfield's fourth goal. At 4:04 in the period. Feltham from Hubley. Off the draw, McKinnon gets it. Puck gets tied up and kicked back to Spryfield's end. Spryfield goes D to D, and Guthrow tries to clear it out, but it's picked off by... Oh, there's a chance in the high slot for Muscadabbit as they stole the puck, got it back into Spryfield's end, but their shot went off a player up into the rafters for a whistle. Face-off's going to come to the right of Bisson. McKinnon's in for the draw. He gets it back to Heaslip. Heaslip over to Guthrow. Guthrow lobs it up into the neutral zone. Muscadabbit dumps it right back. Heaslip picks up the puck. Oh, he loses control at his end there. Puck's off skates back to the corner. McKinnon feeds Feltham. Feltham just chips it up along the boards. But it goes all the way down for an icing. Face-off's going to come to the right of Bisson. McKinnon's in for the job. Muscadabbit takes the draw, gets it back to the point, and their shot beats Bisson to go ahead 7-4. At 4:43 gone in the period. Muscadabbit reclaims the 3-goal lead. Off the draw, McDermott's in. Muscadabbit gets it. They punch it up the near boards. Power can't stop it at the line. Muscadabbit's over the line. They clear it behind the net. Ballard giving chase. Muscadabbit's still under control. They're trying to get in the slot, but that goes off his skate and picked up by Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown's out. He goes rink wide to McDermott. McDermott still with the puck. Oh, McDermott with a shot covered up by Wall. Muscadabbit not happy with the play after the whistle there, Wall. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. McDermott's in for the draw. Well, they're not happy with McDermott. Hardwick Brown comes in for the draw. He gets it, but it's picked off by Muscadabbit. Muscadabbit is up the far boards where they get stopped at the blue line. Now they get control again, dump it all the way down, but that's going to be an icing. Face-off will come all the way back to the left of Wall. McDermott's in for the draw. Puck squirts off to the side, and Muscadabbit sends it behind their net. Ballard putting pressure on, keeps it in the corner. Puck goes behind Muscadabbit's net. Hardwick Brown picks it up. He tries a steep angle shot. That goes wide and gets by Power at the point. Puck's going all the way down. Power picks up the puck behind his net. He tries to ream it off the boards. Hardwick Brown picks it up, but it's knocked off his stick, kept in. Now Muscadaba trying to get it out to the slot. Hardwick Brown punches that out, gets it over the line. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Muscadaba able to swat it back to Spryfield's end, but they clear it out. Now the puck goes all the way down. Hardwick Brown in a foot race. He gets it to McDermott. McDermott breaks the tackler. He comes over to Guthrow. Guthrow with a shot. He doesn't get much on that. Hardwick Brown trying. Puck goes through the crease, and Barr picks it up in the corner. Barr still with it. It's McDermott. McDermott can't handle the puck behind the net. Guthrow with another steep angle shot. Muscadaba have it now. They break out to through the neutral zone. They're over the blue line with 3. And there they have it. With a 3-way pass, they beat Bisson. Right side, they go ahead 8-4. At 6:41 in the period. Off the face-off, McLeod's in for the draw. Muscadaba gets it. They send it down deep into Spryfield's end. Forwell picks up the puck. It's Hislop. Hislop goes rink wide to Barr. Barr's over the blue line. Barr with a shot. Wall didn't have full control of that. Puck squirts out. Muscadaba's able to get it out in the neutral zone. Hislop with a shot in now. Wall knocks that down, able to cover up for the whistle. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. McLeod's in for the draw. Puck squirts out to the sideboards. Muscadaba has control. They start up the far boards, get to the red line, dump it in deep. Heslip hits McLeod. McLeod feeds Barr. Barr's over the blue line. Barr with a shot. Wall closes the door on that and covers up for a whistle. Face-off coming to the left of Wall. Rivera's in for the draw. He gets it back to the point, but nobody there. Puck comes out. McNeil goes to Power. Power back to McNeil. McNeil tries to hit Hubley, but that's picked off, and Muscadaba gets the puck into Spryfield's end. Power trying to clear it out, but Muscadaba keeps it into the blue line. Now Bursey's able to clear it up. Muscadaba's got to clear the zone. They're offside. Now McNeil hits Hubley. Hubley forward to Rivera. Rivera tries to chip it past the defense, but they break that up. And now Muscadaba's back into Spryfield's end. They take it to the corner, out in front of the net. Puck's loose in the crease. Couple of whacks at it there. Bisson's able to cover up for a whistle. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle there, and referees sort that out. Both sides do a shift change to cool off. Face off coming to the right of Bisson. McKinnon's in for the draw. Puck gets tied up in skates. Spryfield comes up with a gut throw. He cuts to the near boards. He gets a shot outside the red line that goes all the way down the wall. And now we're at it again. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. McKinnon's in for the draw. He gets it back to Hislop. Hislop with a shot from the point. That goes off player into the corner. Puck's tied up in the corner. Muscadabit gets to the neutral zone. They get over the red line, dump it in, and Bizon, he covers up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bizon. McKinnon gets it over to Guthrow. Guthrow going up deep, trying to hit Feltham, but that's short of him. McCarty dumps it in. Puck goes around the net. Now Guthrow comes in to stop that. Muscadabit getting a little sensitive around the goalie. I think Feltham got clean there when he wasn't even near Wall. So both sides will do another change. Well, there's a penalty coming up to Muscadabit. Spryfield's going to go on the power play at 11 minutes left in the period. McDermott comes out for the draw to the left of Wall. And Muscadabit gets it. They clear it down the boards. Hardwick Brown comes back to pick it up. Hardwick Brown comes out from behind his net. He starts up, cuts to the far boards. It's over the blue line. Hardwick Brown takes it behind the net. Hits McDermott along the boards, top of the circle. Muscadabit trying to clear it out, but Power picks that up. He skates in the slot, gets a shot. The Wall covers up. Second penalty coming up to Muscadabit. Spryfield's going to be 5-on-3. Face off to the left of Wall. Puck gets tied up in the draw. Comes off. McDermott comes up with it. He cuts around. Trying to hit Joseph. Joseph back to McDermott. McDermott takes it out. Gets it back to Power at the point. Power over to Hardwick Brown. The side of the net. Hardwick Brown to McDermott. McDermott pulls it back to the far boards and up to the point. He hits Power. Power goes over to Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown back to Power at the point. Power skates in. And his shot from the high slot beats Wall on the blocker side. For Spryfield's fifth goal at 10:02 in the second period. Spryfield still going to be on the power play for another minute 25 seconds. In the draw, McLeod comes in. He wins it back, gets it back to Power. Power to Heslop. Heslop back to Power. Power starts up center ice. He hits the blue line, gives it to Bursey. Bursey wraps it around the net. Barr picking it up along the far boards. Puck is tied up in the far corner. Barr and McLeod in. Muscadabit tries to wrap it around the boards, but the puck goes up into the netting for a whistle. Face off to the left of Wall. McLeod wins it, gets it back to Rivera at the point. Rivera hits Barr along the far boards at the circle. Barr cuts around, gets back to Rivera. Rivera goes wide to Power. Power can't handle the pass, and he just punches it into the corner. McLeod comes in. Oh, Muscadabit picks up the puck. They're going to send it all the way down to Bisson. He covers that up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bisson. McDermott gets it. He sends it back. Power picks it up. He takes it behind his net. Power goes up the far boards, hits Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown goes rink wide to Guthrow. Guthrow drops it back to the point now. Hardwick Brown with a circle. Tries to hit McDermott coming in. He can't handle the pass. Power hits Hardwick Brown, but it's knocked off his stick. Puck goes into the corner. Guthrow sends it behind the net. Joseph gets it knocked off his stick. Oh, Muscadaba clears it out. Hardwick Brown can't keep it in at the point. Power picks it up at his end. He goes rink wide to Joseph. Joseph tries to dump it in deep, but it goes off a player over the boards into Spryfield's bench for a whistle. Back to 5-on-5. Face off just outside of Muscadaba's end. They get the draw. Icing's waved off. Heslip wraps it around the boards. McNeil hits Hardwick Brown, but he gets his pocket picked at the blue line. Muscadaba's back over in Spryfield's end. They send it around the net. Ballard picks up in the far boards, hits McDermott. McDermott goes over to McNeil. McNeil feeds up to Hardwick Brown. He's over the line. He gets a shot. Wall gets a pad on that, steers it to the corner. McDermott tries to get it out to Hardwick Brown. He can't handle it. The puck comes all the way out. McNeil picks it up in the neutral zone. He goes over to Heslip. Heslip bounces it off the boards, but Muscadaba picks that up. Sends it back to Spryfield's end. McNeil hits Hardwick Brown on the far boards. Now, Muscadaba breaks up the play at their blue line, and they're back over in the Spryfield's end. They get a weak shot from the point, but Bisson covers that up for a whistle. 7:24 left in the period. Shots are 33-29 for Muscadabat. The score is 8-5 for Muscadabat. Faceoff's coming to the left of Bisson. Rivera's in for the draw. He gets it over to Power. Power just chips it forward, but Muscadabat keeps that into the line. They get a quick shot from the slot on Bisson. He turns that aside. Now Hubley hits Bursey rink wide. But Spryfield's offside as they cross the line. Face-off's coming just outside of Muscadaba's end. Rivera wins the draw. He gets it back, but splits the defense, and puck comes all the way back. Power wraps it around the boards. Bursey sends it back to Power. Power goes rink wide to Hubley. Hubley can't handle the pass. He just feeds that forward. Rivera has it. He's over the blue line, dumps it into the corner. He gets tied around. Puck gets knocked around behind the net to the near corner. Bursey and Hubley in, trying to get it out front, but it's picked off by Muscadabat. And they're out over their blue line through the neutral zone into Spryfield's end. They get a shot that goes wide of the net. Now a little pushing after the whistle. Net comes off the moorings, and Bursey's going to the box. Muscadabat goes in the power play at 6:53 in the period. Or 6:35, sorry. Faceoff's coming to the right of Bisson. McKinnon's in the circle for the draw. Goes off a skate. Muscadabat has it. They get it back to the point, go D to D. Keep it back at the point. They try a shot. Puck gets off, deflected into the corner. Muscadabat gets it back to the point. Now they go rink wide. There's a shot. Bisson turns that aside. Muscadabat with the puck behind the net. Felton breaks that up. Felton there. No, trying to clear it out. Muscadabat keeps it in at the point. They come back, trying to get a shot from the slot. That gets turned around. Bisson dives on that to cover it up. Face off to the right of Bisson. Muscadava wins that. They get it back to the point. And they go D to D a couple times. Now they send it in. Trying to get a cross angle shot. But McCarty picks that up in the corner. Sends it all the way down. Muscadava now with the puck behind their net. They start out. Up center ice. Come to the near boards. They get it over the blue line. They're through. Oh, there's a shot that goes through the crease. I don't know how that didn't go in, but Spryfield hits it up. McCarty hits Ballard. Ballard breaks by the defense, gets it to the slot, but McCarty can't get a stick on it. He's tied up. Muscadava has the puck now behind their net. They start out. Coming up center. Come to the near boards. They're over the blue line. Take it down to the hash marks. Now they get it back to the point. They can't get a shot off. Puck dribbles in to Bison's crease, and he covers that up for a whistle. Face-off's coming to the right of Bisson. Barr's in the circle. Muscadava gets that draw. Comes back to the point. They keep it along the far boards. Cut back. They send it back to the side of the net. No, take it back to the far boards. Back to the point. They keep it in there. Barr gets it now. Barr sends it all the way down. Spryfield's penalty's over. Back to 5-on-5. Muscadava with the puck behind their net. They come up the near boards but send it rink wide. Now cut back to the middle. They're over the blue line. They get knocked off the puck just inside the blue line. McLeod picks it up. He's over the line, takes it into the far corner. He goes back. Oh, Muscadava breaks that up. Guthrow gets in the neutral zone, drives it in. Muscadava has it now behind their net. They go up the far boards. Lose the puck in the neutral zone, but get it back. And McNeil breaks that passing play up inside his own zone. Puck comes behind Spryfield's net. Guthrow walks it around the boards. Barrett tries to lob it up to the neutral zone. Joseph can't handle it. Muscadava has the puck again. They bounce it off the far boards, but they can't handle it. Barr hits McNeil. McNeil goes up the boards to McLeod. Puck's getting whacked around here. Muscadava has it down the neutral zone. They're over the blue line. They get a shot at Bisson. And he's able to shut the door on that. Face-off's coming to the left of Bisson. McDermott's in for the draw. Muscadava tips that off. Puck comes back to the point. Looks like it went off a player there. Puck's loose in the crease, but Spryfield comes up with it. McDermott's over the line. Puck gets knocked off his stick into the corner. Ballard tries to clear it out front. Now Power picks it up along the top of the circle. His shot's wide of the net. Comes off the boards and stays in. Muscadava trying to clear it out. Comes into Spryfield's end now. Forwell gets tied up in the corner, trying to break out. Muscadava keeps it in at the point. Now Power has it. Power hits McDermott. McDermott's over the line. He's got Hardwick Brown with him. He can't handle the pass. And Muscadava picks up the puck. They're out through the neutral zone, over the red line, over the blue line. They take the puck to the far corner, trying to get it back to the point. They get it back to the slot. Muscadava beats Bisson. Right shoulder side, top corner. Putting them ahead 9-5. It's 17:34 in the period. Off the draw, Rivera gets it. Puck squirts out to the far boards. Rivera dumps it back to Guthrow. Guthrow. He tries to dump it in deep, but that's going to be an icing. Face off comes back to the right of Bisson. Rivera's in for the draw. The puck is knocked back to point. Muscadava gets a shot from the point. Beats Bisson. Then they get another shot from the corner. Bisson is able to cover that up for a whistle. Back to the right of Bisson for the draw. Rivera's in. Linesman doesn't like the setup, and Bursey comes in. Muscadava wins it. They try a shot. That goes off players. Puck bounces to the corner. Rivera gets it up the boards to Hubley. Hubley's over the line. Hubley with a shot. That's off his player into the corner. Muscadava clears the puck around their net. Back to the near corner. McDermott keeps it in at the line, but Muscadava tries a lead pass out, picked off by Rivera. He's over the blue line, dumps into the corner. Rivera tries to get into the slot. And Hubley dumps it back to Bursey, but he gets knocked off his stick. And Muscadava's out. They're over the red line. They dump it into the far corner. They get it back to the point. There's a shot from the far circle on Hubley, and he covers that up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bisson. McLeod's in. Puck squirts to the far boards, and it's kicked off. Muscadava's able to lob it up. They try a shot at Bisson. Now it comes back to the point. That's blocked down. Muscadava picks up the loose puck in the slot and puts it over Bisson's shoulder for their 10th goal, putting them ahead 10-5. At 18:52 in the period. Off the draw. Spryfield comes up with it. They get it back to Power. Power goes wide to Farwell. Last minute in the period as Spryfield tries to break out, but they can't hit Barr in the near boards. Puck's in the neutral zone. Joseph hits Farwell. Farwell with a shot from the top of the circle. Wall steers that to the corner. Joseph tries to get it out front. Barr picks it up. It's knocked off his stick, and puck comes out to the neutral zone. Farwell slaps up trying to hit Power, but Muscadava muscles the puck into Spryfield's end again. They have it in the corner. Trying to get it back to the point. Joseph tries to clear it out, but it's kept in at the point. Muscadava still with it. They're trying to get it through the slot. Barr breaks that up. He hits Joseph. Joseph back to Barr. Barr with a bouncing puck, but he still has control and it hits Joseph in the slot. Oh, McLeod to Joseph. His shot's just wide of the puck. Barr tries a backhand as the buzzer goes to end the period. So score at the end of the second is 10-5 for Muscadava. Shots are 42-32 for Muscadava. Folks, we'll see you back at the start of the third. Hey folks, welcome back to the start of the third. As we set for the draw, McDermott's in the circle. Muscadava gets it. They get it back to the defense. They get over the red line, get a shot in on Bordage, who's back in the net for Spryfield now. Muscadava gets the puck in the neutral zone. They send it in deep, but they're offside. They have to clear the zone. Power has the puck behind his net. He sends it down on Wall. Wall covers that up for a whistle. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. McDermott's in. He gets it back to Power. Power with a shot wide of the net. Puck comes all the way around. Forwell with a shot. That gets up in the neutral zone, or the slot. Spryfield can't handle it. Puck comes to the end. McDermott gets it to Forwell. Gets a shot. Hardwick Brown gets a couple of whacks at it in the crease there, and he can't get it in the net. Ballard now gets it. He gets it out to the slot, but Muscadava picks that off. They send it out wide. Hardwick Brown picks up the puck in the corner. He brings it back, sends it to Power at the point. Power with a shot. That gets blocked by players. Muscadava picks it up, and they start out. They're through the neutral zone. They just let the puck go in. They go for a change. Forwell sends it around the boards to Ballard. Ballard tries to hit McDermott. He can't handle the pass. Muscadava gets in the neutral zone, take it back to their end. Get it out. Take a shot down, and Bordage covers up for a whistle. Face off to the right of Bordage. McLeod's in. Puck gets tied up in the draw. Gets around, comes up the boards. Burr hits Joseph. Burr gets it over the line, but Spryfield's offside. Play gets whistled down. Face off outside of Muscadava's zone. McLeod's in. Muscadava gets the draw. They bounce it up the boards. But they can't do anything with it. Puck gets knocked back to their end. Muscadava clears it to the neutral zone. Guthrow picks it up. He's outside the red line and sends it down for an icing. Face-off's coming to the right of Bordage. Cloud's in the circle. Puck is tied up in the draw and kicked around now. Muscadava gets it out. They try and feed it out front, but it's off a skate back to the corner. Now they clear it out. Penalty coming up in the play. McLeod's over the line. He gets by the defense, but puck goes off Wall. Spryfield sends the puck behind their net. Muscadava puts a stick on it. Play gets whistled down. Penalty coming up to Muscadava. Face off to the right of Wall. McDermott's in for the draw. He gets his Joseph. Joseph cuts to the slot. He gets a shot steered aside by Wall. Another penalty coming up to Muscadava. So Spryfield will be 5-on-3. Guthrow got hauled down beside the net. As a Muscadaba player gets ejected from the game.
What about the other guy? Two minutes for flopping.
Ooh, second penalties of 5 minutes. Not sure who called this timeout, but and Spryfield pulls the goalie for 6 skaters attacking. McDermott gets the draw. Power. Or Joseph hits Power. Power with a shot. Muscadabbit clears that down all the way. McDermott picks up the puck, takes it behind his net. He starts up the far boards. McDermott's over the blue line, hits Joseph. Joseph wraps it around the boards. Goes back to Barr at the point. Barr looking for some room, goes to Power. Power skates by. Power takes it to the circle. He fans in the shot. Muscadabbit knocks it off his stick. Comes to the neutral zone. Barr picks it up. Bounces it to Power on the boards. Power's over the blue line now. He feeds Joseph. Joseph stops at the circle. Sends it to Barr. Barr back to McDermott. McDermott with a shot. Right on Wall, who covers that up for a whistle. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. Dermott gets it. He sends it back to Barr at the point. Barr skates in. He gets a shot, but that's deflected and the puck goes wide. Muscadabbit clears it out. Barr picks it up at the red line. Barr with it. Hits McDermott. McDermott pulls back to his end. He starts, leaves it for Joseph. Joseph comes out. He's up over the blue line. Joseph sends it back to Barr at the point. Barr over to Power. Power with a shot by Wall. Hits the left corner. Spryfield's up to 6. Time of the goal is 3:50. Spryfield still on the power play for another 3 minutes, 37 seconds. As the puck comes back to their end, Power sends it behind the net to Rivera. Rivera up to McCarty. McCarty back to Rivera. Rivera goes up the far boards to Bercy. Bercy just sends it into the corner. Muscadabbit trying to tie it up behind their net. McLeod picks it up. McLeod cuts around the circle. McLeod goes over to the far corner to Bercy. Bercy goes back to the point to Rivera. Rivera over to Power. Power back to Rivera. Rivera hits Bercy. Bercy with a shot off Wall's mask. Power with a quick shot. And Wall's able to cover that up for a whistle. Face off coming to the left of Wall. McDermott's in for the draw. Off the draw, Muscadava gets it. They clear it behind there and right up the far boards. Hardwick Browns picks it up at the point. Hits Guthrow in the corner. Guthrow tries to clear it out front. That goes off a skate, goes back to the corner. Guthrow gets knocked off it. Muscadava gets it now behind their net. They clear it out all the way down. Bordage comes out, plays it up. Muscadava picks it up in the neutral zone. They clear it all the way down. McDermott has it now behind his net. McDermott gets tied up. Muscadava with the puck. They tied up along the boards. Now it comes out. Hardwick Brown has it. He hits Joseph at the point. Joseph goes wide to Guthrow. Guthrow with a shot. Wall knocks that down as a blocker. Power comes in with the rebound. Beats Wall. To put Spryfield's count at 7. Still 2 minutes and 2 seconds left in the power play. McLeod's in for the draw. Muscadava gets it. They get it back to the point. They send it all the way down. Rivera knocks it behind his net to the near corner. Power picks it up. Power hits Barr. Barr's over the blue line, but puck goes off a skate. Muscadava's back now. They're over the blue line with 2. They get a shot. Bordage, that's wide off the corner into the net. Power hits Barr. Barr loses the puck at the neutral zone. Sends it back to Rivera, but he can't handle the puck. Goes all the way to the corner. Rivera wraps it around the boards. Barr picks it up. Barr tries to clear and pass. That gets knocked back to the corner. Rivera has it behind his net. He sends it out. Puck takes a funny bounce just into the crease of Bordage. He steers that to the corner. Spryfield having a hard time getting set up. Bercy takes it behind his net. He starts out. He tries to lead pass to Power, but that's broken up. Muscadava clears it all the way down. Rivera has it again behind his net. He starts out up the far boards. Through the neutral zone over the blue line. Rivera drops it back to Power at the point. Power goes wide to Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown with a shot turned aside by Wall. Comes back out to the point. Hardwick Brown drops it to Power, but he can't handle the pass. He tries to push it up the neutral zone, but Muscadava gets it, sends it back to their defense. Now they're out through the neutral zone, over the blue line. They take it to the corner, try and clear it out front. Power just steers it to Joseph in the far boards. Joseph hits Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown dumps it up, trying to hit Guthrow, but it's too far for him. Puck goes to the corner. Comes around the net. Joseph keeps it in. He takes it behind the net. And Muscadava trying to clear it out. They chip it through the neutral zone. Now they're over the line. They can't handle the pass. Puck goes through the slot and into the corner. Now McDermott weaving his way through, but he gets knocked off the puck. Joseph has it. He sends it over to McNeil. McNeil tries to hit Hardwick Brown, but that pass is picked off. Muscadava's over the blue line again. They try to pass through the crease, but nobody there. Now they get hammered behind the net. Spryfield sends it up the near boards. Hardwick Brown dumps it to McDermott. McDermott's over. He's through the defense. Oh, Wall shuts that down. Muscadava clears it around the boards. It's going to go all the way down for an icing. No, icing's waved off. Guthrow drops it back to McNeil on the boards, but Muscadava keeps it in at the point. Puck comes around the net to Guthrow. Muscadava has again. Hardwick Brown breaking that play up. Now McDermott steals it. McDermott's over the blue line. Gets by the defense. He gets a shot on Wall. He steers that behind the net. Hardwick Brown keeps the play going. Feltham sends it around the net. McDermott makes a big hit on Farwell. Can't break them up at the line. Muscadabas over the line. They get it out to the crease, but can't handle the pass. Now they try to get it in the slot. Here's McCarty. He's in the foot race, but Muscadabas gets to the puck first. They clear it into Spryfield's end, and Heslip sends it over to Farwell. Can't clear it out. Muscadabas gets it. They get a weak shot on Bordage, who's able to glove that down for a whistle. Almost 10 minutes gone in the period. Face-off's coming to the left of Bordage. McKinnon's in the circle. He gets the draw to Feltham. Feltham's over the red line, over the blue line. He gets a shot on Wall, turns aside. McCarty can't put the rebound in. Muscadabas ups the puck around their net, up the far boards, and they're through the neutral zone, dump it in deep. Bordage comes out to play it, leaves it for Farwell. Farwell hits Feltham. Feltham dumps it in deep. Muscadabas clears it around their net. They can't get it out. McKinnon has it now. McKinnon trying to get it through the slot. Puck gets knocked off his stick. McKinnon's still trying to get control. He gets tied up at the boards. Feltham has it now. Feltham sends it back to Farwell at the point. Farwell to Power. Power with a shot. Wall stops that. Puck comes through the crease. It gets knocked to the corner. Now Muscadabas able to clear it out. Puck goes all the way down for an icing. Face-off's coming to the right of Wall. McLeod's in the circle. He gets it back to Power at the point. Power tries a shot. That's off skates. Muscadabas picks it up in the neutral zone. They get over the blue line. Power breaks that up. Bordage steers the puck to the corner, and Barr comes up with it. He clears it behind his own net, but he gets tied up. Takes it back behind the net. Barr trying to get out, but it's knocked off his stick. Now the puck's off skates. There's a puck just in the slots. Bordage trying to clear that out. Muscadabas tries to get it through the slot, but nobody there. Puck goes to the far corner. Now to try to feed the point. Puck bounces out and comes all the way back to their end. Muscadabas with it behind their net. They try clearing pass, but it's off McLeod into the netting for a whistle. Face off to the right of Wall. Rivera gets it. Back to McNeil at the point. McNeil with a shot. Wall steers that to the corner. Bercy tries to clear it up, but it's picked off by Muscadabas. Get it into the slot, but puck gets knocked around there. Muscadabas gets a shot on Bordage, but he gloves that down for a whistle. Face off to the left of Bordage. Rivera's in the circle. He gets it back. McNeil. It's Hubley in the boards. Hubley hits Rivera. Rivera's through this. Rivera gets over the blue line, gets a shot on Wall, but he covers that up for a whistle. Off the draw. Puck squirts out back on Wall, and he covers that up. Now Hubley draws the penalties. So at 8:17 left in the period, Muscadabat's going on the power play. Face-off's coming down to the left of Bordage. No, to the right of Bordage. McKinnon's in the draw. He gets it out, but it's off a skate and back to the point. Muscadabat tries to clear it in, but goes out to the neutral zone. They get it back in, lose control. Spryfield sends it all the way down the wall. He just steers out to the corner. Muscadabat drops it back behind their net. They start out. They cut to the far boards. Going up there over the blue line. Take it to the corner. Around the net to the near corner. They lose the tire. Puck comes back to the point. There's a shot on Bordage. He turns that aside. Puck goes behind the net. Muscadabat gets it out front. A quick shot from the slot. Bordage covers that up for a whistle. Face off to the left of Bordage. Barr's in the circle. He hits Heslop, but Muscadabat keeps it in at the point. They go D to D. Take it down in the circle. Barr ties his man up. Muscadabat has it. Barr gets it. He gets it out over the blue line. Now Ballard has it. Ballard keeps whacking at it. Gets it over Muscadabat's line. Muscadabat now starts out. They do a wide pass to the near boards, but cut back to the center and up the far boards. Muscadabat trying to get something going in the high slot, but they get broken up. Now they get it back to the point. Muscadabat goes D to D in the far side. They take it down. There's a pass that goes off, still off skates, still in Spryfield's end. Muscadabat with control. Puck's loose in the slot, but Tesla picks that up. Clears it all the way down. McCarty's chasing it down. Wall plays it around to the near boards. Muscadabat has it now. They start out. They're going up center, go to the far boards. Heslop loses his stick. Hardwick Brown knocks it out to the neutral zone. And penalty coming up to Muscadabat. Too many men, I think. So we'll be 4-on-4 for 3 seconds. And Spryfield's going on the power play. 6:21 left in the period. Score still 10-7 for Muscadabat. Off the draw. Puck comes back to Power. Power gets a shot from the high slot up over the net. Puck gets bounced around. Now Guthrow has it behind the net. He tries to clear it out. Joseph comes in to support. Joseph gets it back to Hardwick Brown. Hardwick Brown to Joseph. Oh, Joseph with a shot, or Hardwick Brown with a shot on that Guthrow, trying to steer that in, but it goes wide to the corner. Muscadabat's able to chip it out of their end. Hardwick Brown picks it up in the neutral zone. He sends it up to Joseph. Puck goes off some skates there, and Spryfield gets control again. Now Hardwick Brown's over the blue line with it. He tries to hit Power in the slot, but it's picked off by Muscadabat. They bounce it up. Puck goes off a player, and play gets whistled down. Spryfield pulls the goalie again for 6 skaters. Off the draw. Joseph. His lead pass is gone. Now Muscadabat with a short-handed goal on an empty net to put them up 11-7. At 14:54 in the period. Off the draw, McDermott gets it. He sends it back to Power. Power up to McDermott. He's over the red line. He dumps it in deep. Wall turns that aside. Goes to the far corner. Hardwick Brown sends it back to Joseph at the point. Joseph to McDermott. McDermott trying to clear it out front, but that's off skates. He's back to the corner. McDermott has it again. McDermott gives it to Joseph. Joseph takes it into the circle. He tries a shot in front of the slot. But Muscadaba's able to clear that out. Bordage comes out to play it. Muscadaba gets it in the Spryfield's end, but it gets cleared around the net. Bursey trying to break out. He's over the red line, over the blue line. He takes it into the near corner. He comes around the net, tries to hit Joseph. Joseph with a quick shot. Wall gets that in the bread basket and covers it up. Face off to the right of the wall. Rivera gets it, but he gets the puck up. Goes all the way down Spryfield's end. We're back to 5-on-5. Forwell gets pressure put on. Muscadaba tries to steal the puck around behind the net, get it in the corner, but Bordage sends that back. Muscadaba with a pass out from the side gets the shot in the slot, beats Bordage over the shoulder. 12-7 with 4:04 left to play in the period. Rivera's off the draw. Puck gets whacked around. Spryfield has it now. Hubley gets over the line. He gets a shot, goes off a player and steered to the corner. Rivera tries to break that up, but Muscadaba's out. They get over the red line, dump it into Spryfield's end. Forwell picks up the puck behind his net. It's Bursey. No, Bursey tries to feed out to Hubley. He can't handle the pass. Muscadaba gets the puck in the neutral zone. They clear it in deep, but they have to clear the zone. Power has it now in the far corner. He sends it behind the net to Forwell. Forwell hits Rivera. Rivera's over the red line, dumps it in. Puck goes around the boards. Felton picks it up in the far boards. He gets a shot on Wall. He turns that to the corner. Now Muscadaba trying to break out of their end. They get pressure on them. McKinnon keeps the puck in. McKinnon gets it into Feltham. Feltham just wide of the net. Puck comes back to the point. Forwell with a shot off a player up into the netting. 2:54 left in the game. Muscadabat leading 12-7. Shots are 52-51 for Spryfield. Face off to the left of Wall. McKinnon gets a draw, but gets knocked back and behind the net. Muscadaba comes up with it. They can't get it out. McKinnon picks it up in the far corner. He tries to hit Feltham in the slot, but it goes behind him and goes all the way down to their own end. Forwell picks it up. Forwell comes behind the net. He cuts back to the near boards. He's getting pressure. Puck gets knocked off his stick. Now McKinnon hits McCarty, but he takes it back to his end. McCarty just chips it out. In the Muscadabat's end, they bounce it off the boards. McCarty tries to knock it down, but it's knocked out. And here's Muscadaba through the neutral zone. Neutral zone over the blue line. Shot on Bordage. He steers that aside. Puck is loose in the crease, but Spryfield comes up with it. Feltham tries to hit McCarty in the slot, but the pass goes behind him. Muscadaba has it now and they're in the far corner. They start out. Come up the near boards. They're over the blue line. Shot high over the net. Hardwick Brown picks it up. He takes it back to the corner, sends it to Guthrow behind the net. Guthrow tries to hit McDermott. He can't handle that, but Hardwick Brown picks it up. He comes out the side of the net, does a wraparound, puts it by Wall. Putting Bedford up to 8. Time of the goal, 18:31. Another Muscadava player leaving the game. No penalty. Yeah, there is a penalty. No penalty in the play. McDermott's in for the draw. Puck squirts out to the boards. Guthrow comes up with it. Guthrow goes up to Ballard in the far boards, but he can't handle it. Muscadava picks up the puck. They dump it in deep. Heslop has it behind his net. He tries to hit Hardwick Brown, but he can't hold on to the pass. Muscadava gets control in the neutral zone. They dump it in the near corner. Spryfield's end. We're in the last minute of play now. Hardwick Brown hits McDermott. McDermott gets the puck over the line, tries to get around one defender, but puck gets knocked off his stick. Heslop has it now in the neutral zone. He tries to clear it in, but the puck goes off the rafters for a whistle. Face off just outside of Spryfield's end. Puck comes back to them. Heslop has it. He takes it behind his net. He hits McLeod up the near boards. McLeod has it. He's over the blue line. McLeod with a shot off the post and it rings out to the far boards. Joseph tries to clear it out, but there's no cleared to the slot. Nobody there. And Muscadava gets into the neutral zone and over to Spryfield's blue line, but they're broken up there. Spryfield's offside as they cross into Muscadava's zone. McDermott's in for the draw. He gets it to McLeod, but it's taken off his stick. Joseph dumps it in deep. Muscadava has the puck behind their net. It's knocked off by McLeod. Muscadava still with control. They're going to let the clock run down. And the buzzer goes to end the game. Final score is 12-8 for Muscadava. Shots are 53-52 for Spryfield. Series continues tomorrow night in Muscadava, folks. You can watch the game through the Nova Scotia Regional Junior Hockey League website and follow the scores. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining.